Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Here we are on like our 14th loop around the Rosie here. It's Eden time and we just pray for not shitty HP. And it's not ideal, but it's not terrible, and I can tell right away that our rate of fire seems okay. VPQR DQGB Necronomicon blue map. It's not horrible. Necronomicon is... Look, it's gonna look a lot better than it actually is right off the get-go here. And that's not a particularly stellar item. And having low HP sucks. Blue map is awesome if we at least can get bombs for it, which I guess, you know, the bomb bag will provide us with here. I think we take both pills and then roll with the Chaos card. Well, that's very unfortunate. The Amnesia pickup here will make it so that I actually don't know where our freaking secret rooms are, but that's okay. It'll give us a floor to generate some bombs potentially, and you know, if we have a few extras, we can always take a look for them. But for now, you know, I'm taking my opportunities to shoot all the poops here because I really want, if possible, to be able to buy a Spirit Heart from our shop. If we can buy a Spirit Heart from our shop, all is well. Why enter this dangerous room? Pretty much. Okay, well, are you full health? I was gonna say, that's somehow bad trip, we're fucked. But we at least learned something there, and it didn't screw over any deal with the devil precedent or anything like that in the process. If we can buy a Spirit Heart from this floor, all of a sudden things are looking pretty good. I'll admit, man, I'll admit that it's a very kind of shitty first floor layout. Not only is it the cellar, but an awful lot of large rooms involved in getting to the boss here. A boss that may end up being something like Fistula, whose one contact damage could cause us a lot of problems. But also, Fistula will be hard countered easily by the Necronomicon. But what I was thinking was like, hey, I'll just use, that's a full health pill again, good. I'll just use, the Necronomicon on whatever big room we get on this floor. Little did I know we'd actually encounter like 4 big rooms to start this off. But again, this is where a good rate of fire, decent damage stat comes in. We can live with it. Take the full health pill with us for now, just to ensure that death is unlikely, at least. Oh, and we can probably kiss goodbye to Boss Rush right off the bat. But that's okay, we had a fun run last time, Blue Baby. Anything that's not the Lost is A-okay in my book. And we got to mix it up a little bit, which is always fun. When you can get a good soy milk run out of things, not to spoil it unnecessarily. Well, disappointing Tinted Rock. Unless that golden chest turns out amazing, but we got another bomb out of it, and Monkey's Paw. The good news is that with this bomb, it's basically, if there's a, oh, just wait for that to go off. If there is a Spirit Heart for sale, we should be able to buy it. Ah, there we go. Petrified Poop. Is it better than Monkey's Paw? Probably not, but, well, I mean, not immediately, but long-term, that's the hope, yes. It looks like we will have Necronomicon available for the boss fight, which is actually really, really valuable. And we do have another bomb as well, and that is enough to buy a Spirit Heart. We'll probably hold off on that until after we fight the boss, because we do have this full health pill to back us up. But let's not forget the Chaos card, which is going to be of critical importance for the next floor. Bomb. Let's take this full heart. Yeah, we have this Chaos card, which we're going to need for the next floor. No Fistula. It's Duke of Flies. Okay. So, I think probably what we do is... Actually, let's just use a bomb. Speed it up, and then we could use Necronomicon at the end to finish it off, I guess. Hope for some health, and we got some health. Now the question becomes, do you want, do you want a Spirit Heart, or do you want a chance at a deal with the devil? I think the answer is probably just a Spirit Heart, if there's one for sale, which there is not. So now, you know what, I'm content with the arcade, actually. We might have been able to get to BFF. We have 2 bombs remaining. I think we should use those to try to find our second secret room. Because an Eternal Heart rate off the bat would be really nice. I think it could be here. It's not an Eternal Heart, it's the cartridge. That's okay, we have bomb bag, we expect bombs. To show up, eventually at least. Let's shoot the poop. I don't know if it can actually give you anything. Like, normally it can't give you anything on the boss room, but we have petrified poop. Maybe one day we'll find out, if, like, for sure if that actually changes things, but for right now it looks like it doesn't. So, very important for us. Don't get hits. We should not open that yet. Not getting hit is a very critical part of my strategy right now. Combining with not getting hit, sorry, I would very much like to find our shop. Oh, there's a tinted rock. We don't need to find our shop if we get a tinted rock very soon, which we did. So let's blow this up in a way that could give us access to the crawl space. We get small rock, our second spirit heart that is not necessarily paid out with what I immediately wanted, but actually the long-term benefit of this is a little greater than the golden chest that gave us a little bit of money. So I'm happy about that. Second key. We do want to go to our shop, but I think I'm gonna try this. And I'm gonna take it. It's an extreme risk to take this early. But it was so kind to us on the last run. How can I say no? And check that out. Tinted rock right there. Thank you, Bob's Brain, for actually making that possible. And now with 2 bombs, I actually don't think that we need to use a key or even want to use a key to get to our shop. Or our item room, sorry. Instead, we'll just blow this up and we should be able to get in this way and save our keys for maybe opening, well, A, the shop, yes, now, and B, some golden chests. Because we have 2 of them now. Telepathy for Dummies. Not as good, but considering we already have a book, we should pick this book up so that we can have a slightly greater chance of our libraries providing us with items we actually would enjoy in the future. So this is important. We are not, this has been a good floor, but we shouldn't get cocky at all yet. And the reason for that, man, I did not expect to find our boss room so close by. Ah, come on, get down here. Get down here. Come on. I want to get the 6th sense out of it. The reason I shouldn't be cocky is because we could take a lot of deal with the devil action here. Just blow him up. We could take a lot of deal with the devil action here, which sounds great, but unfortunately, then we have like maybe 1 spirit heart left, 1 red heart, 1 spirit heart, something in that range. And we also have Bob's Brain, so one little slip up in concentration could cause us a lot of problems. I don't think it's worth using Necronomicon on this boss. It's too easy, and Bob's Brain took out like 60% of its HP. We get a shot speed upgrade with a tarot card attached to it. The tarot card is the Empress. We'll stick with Chaos for now. Yeah, okay, so this is very good. What we do here is definitely play with fire. We pick up Book of Belial. Then we pick up Judas' Shadow. Book of Belial is fantastic, of course. What we'll be looking for now is more Spirit Hearts. And if we can get... Well, don't shoot that fire. If we can get 1 Spirit Heart, it makes sense to kill ourselves right now. And then respawn as Judas' Shadow. So I'm hoping that this shop will actually end up working out like that for me. And if it does, we're in a really, really good position. We have so much money. Like, for the shop to not have a Spirit Heart twice in a row would be a huge disappointment for me. This is a problem, because I really don't want to use Bob's Brain on myself. We'll check out that arcade momentarily. I just want to see first what we have inside of our shop. There is a Spirit Heart. There's Hive Mind, Mom's Key. We'll probably be able to get both. So let's kill ourselves here. Oh, it's majestic. Okay, let's kill ourselves with a bomb here then. This is amazing. And there's no fear at all now. So we got the Judas' Shadow pickup. We got this. We're gonna buy the Spirit Heart probably. Yeah, we might not even need to buy the Spirit Heart. We'll buy Mom's Key. We'll blow this up. This is gonna be a little bit not nice to our donation machine. We'll see how our financial situation looks. So it's gonna be easy for us to get to 20 cents, so we'll buy Hive Mind as well, and then we'll buy the Spirit Heart along with it, just to be as safe as possible here. And this is really, really good. We got Small Rock, Judas' Shadow, the Book of Belial pickup, along with some extra HP on this floor alone, which is amazing. And then, turns out I didn't really need to blow up our donation machine as much as I did, but I'm glad that I did, because now we have money for the shop on the next floor, and you know, this is looking really good. Little bit of a, I guess, just a further. What's the good way of nail in the coffin? You know, because people are always like, nail in the coffin of this. It's always a bad thing. I want the good side of nail in the coffin. What's the good side of it? Because right now, that's what we're having. This is the final nail in the coffin of Judas' Shadow being a good item, but it's a good item. I'm going to take the bomb as well, and we'll use that bomb to maybe get an Eternal Heart. Work with me, that would be so good. Really be the cherry on top. Oh. When the lights go down in the city And you get Judas's shadow on the second floor with a couple HP. I wanna be back with my Eden. Oh, this is so good. Not the song. Well, I mean, the song's good. My rendition may be a little bit of a bastardization. Anyway, we're down to the next floor. That is Empress. We're very, very slow for boss rush, but our damage is set up so nicely, and we actually are leaving with way more HP than I would have considered likely. Might as well hit up our cursor right off the bat, and this helped us even further, somewhat amazingly. Lots of consumable drops there. Why hit up that room right away? Well, because we knew that our secret room wasn't near it. Or it wasn't adjacent to it. Near is kind of an irrelevant point, I guess. And I figured, you know, while we have HP, we might as well go into it, because it could give us more HP. You know, we gotta spend money to make money. That's what people tell me, anyway. 4 bombs? Oh, that's a contract from below, right. I was like, that's a pretty nice payout from Bomb Bag. And it was. 2 luck upgrades. Like, I'm feeling that will offset this if it's terrible. But it wasn't. But those 3 will now offset this if it's horrible. Well, it is, but we don't have to take it. So, honestly, that worked out really well. No. That is just a Perthro rune candidate if I've ever seen one. Oh, man. The consumable drops now from contract from below are blowing my mind. Well, I guess I'm happy that we had the opportunity to have a little bit of invincibility to get ourselves out of that. So our consumables are great. Now Guppy's Tail would be a lovely pickup. We do still have to worry slightly about our HP. We're not in an amazing situation with regard to HP. Hopefully we stand to improve it as the game goes on. But, you know, we're 1 floor post-killing ourselves, so I don't feel like us not having a lot of HP right now is really a indicative of a larger problem on this run. But what would be ideal here is one of those many, many vaunted deals with the devil that give us more survivability than they take away. 9 lives, for example. Or just HP from the boss is also great. We shouldn't have picked this up yet, but it's alright. It ended up not burning us here. Because sometimes you might end up paying 1 extra red heart for a deal with the devil if you take that. I'm too lazy to run through the arithmetic now. But that's pretty good, too. We got 5 bombs on this room. A little ridiculous. It basically boils down to, imagine you had a 1 heart and a 2 heart deal. You could take that with 2 red hearts and still live if you had spirit hearts backing you up. But if you had 3, there's no way you could take it for 2. You'd have to give up all your available HP. So it's kind of an intermediate level strat. And in a way, I'm lucky that I didn't end up burning myself or costing myself that HP for it. But it also is kind of a fringe stat as well. Like a fringe thing. It doesn't make too much of a difference most of the time. You'll forgive me, I hope, but, oh, this could be good. I'm Intel, so good. So good. It's the best pills of all time. Maybe not hematemesis so much, but that's okay. I'm going to, just head down to the next floor right away. We hit up all the key points here. My thinking is, let's just get it done, give ourselves a small chance at being able to get boss rush in the future, because this is a run where we, I don't want to say deserve it, but it's a run where we definitely have a good opportunity to make up some time, especially considering that we can, you know, kill Mom in a single hit if we want to. I don't know when we're going to save the Chaos card for, but bomb synergies would also be awesome on this run if we could get them. And this is, again, every single floor we're improving our HP fairly considerably. So I'm having a really good time right now. I don't see any tinted rocks here. Doesn't mean they're not here, but I don't see any. Every floor we're improving our HP. We're going to trade it away probably as deals with the devil become available to us, but as long as we're trading it away for something that's worthwhile, we should pretty much be in the clear here. You know, just on a momentum basis, this is a 1 run, but we're not quite, we don't have the tools yet. We're just projected to be a 1 run, you know? We're projecting that this run is going to be a superstar. We're projecting that this run is going to carry the swing state of Ohio. We're projecting that Ruben Studdard is going to win the 2nd season of Clay Aiken, or 2nd season of American Idol over Clay Aiken. Well, an extra damage upgrade never hurt anybody, and I think certainly we can afford to take the pentagram. I'm trying to be a little bit more conservative with deals with the devil and just say, you know what? We don't need to take Headless Baby. it would be very stupid to die, or very silly. It would feel bad, I'll just say that, to die because I took Headless Baby when I didn't need to. It doesn't help us out enough to really justify it. But the pentagram pickup is well worth it. Excuse me. If you could stay back, please, that would be good. And the battery charge is basically meaningless, but another Eternal Heart is not. There could be an arcade on this floor, but again, I'm kind of in speedy mode right now. Not fully, but, you know, I'm trying to pick it up as much as possible. Just to give us a chance at it. And as long as we're not missing out on anything meaningful in the process, that's fine. And, you know, to be honest with you, it might be great to go to Boss Rush because we could actually defeat it fairly easily and then have the opportunity to pick up whatever item is actually dropped at the end. So, in keeping with that, it would be very nice to get, like, Magic Mush on here. We already love a lot of our pills. But we blew up, like, 9 mushrooms and got 0 pills, which is a big surprise. That's a disappointment. Not getting Magic Mush is one thing. Oh, I used 2 of diamonds when I had 1 cent. It's like the only time that's just an incredibly stupid decision. So our speed is not, it's not incredible, but it's not so bad that I would not take lard. I figured, you know, we might as well pick up as much money as possible. I'm not going to be taking 2 of diamonds down to the next floor because I have the Chaos card and we have enough bombs to blow up our donation machine to get basically whatever we want, but we might as well try to get to at least 15 cents, if possible, and it looks like that's going to be fairly easy. Yeah, we might as well do this too. Alright, you know what? I'm giving up on Boss Rush. Let's explore everything. I clung to the dream for a little while, and now it's over, and that's totally fine. That is enough money to make 2 of diamonds at least not completely worthless. It is worth noting, if we had just not used 2 of diamonds earlier, we would certainly, well, we should have taken that as well, but we would certainly have been in a much better position financially, but you know, we probably only have 1 shop that is not greed remaining anyway, so I'm not going to get too bent out of shape about it. Picked up the mark for free from our curse room. This is just endemic of the kind of luck that we've been getting on this run. It's been fantastic. Let's try to blow this out of here. 1 more just to be safe. We got the bombs. Probably not worth it. That's okay, though. Alright, let's head down to the next floor. Still got this Chaos card. Picked up a decent amount of damage here in the form of Pentagram, Cat of Nine Tails, and the Mark. What was in our item room? Was it No, it wasn't Harlequin Baby. It was Lard, right? I think it was... It doesn't matter, really. Like, we're still in such a good position, but I'm disappointed. Oh, you know what? We actually do have a boss rush chance. I'm disappointed that we didn't get, like, a marquee deal with the devil, but this is still such a good run that any complaints should and probably will fall on deaf ears. So what becomes my principal concern now? Well, from the bowels of boss rush despair, we've snatched a little bit of faith. So if I could blow up some skulls and get a teleportation card so that I could bum rush the boss room without ruining my chances of getting 2 item rooms and potentially a shop, I would love to. And we got plenty of time with which to make that happen, but we also got plenty of floor to cover in the meantime. So we have a little bit of a conflict here. Blow up as many skulls as possible. I'm serious, man. Like, 1 hermit card means so much to me right now. But we can afford to use bombs to blow up single skulls if we want to. 2 keys for bombs is not a good trade for us in our current situation. Come on. Don't make me choose is all I'm trying to get at. At least let me go to 2 item rooms. The shops are less meaningful. And by shops, I mean shop-a, but you know what I mean. Starting to get a little bit lower on HP. Let's just nip that in the bud before it gets too dangerous. The most important thing is just that we win this run. Not that we, you know, win it in any particular fashion. So we'll just cool it on rushing a little bit, on taking so much damage. I'm still going to try to go fast, but we should be aware that this can cause problems. It would be really nice to take full health with us. It's kind of that situation where we're like, you know, we have a quality problem. We have 2 good choices. And we're stressing out over which one is the best, which is not really that big of a deal. But I think full health is better than Chaos card, but Chaos card is much more interesting. We will use a key for this. And that paid out fairly nicely for us. Still plenty of time. No need to worry too much. D10 is really, really terrible. But at some point, they may find a use for it. And there's another 2 Spirit Hearts at the very least. To not get that one is a little embarrassing. But that's okay. Alright, if I were a boss room... Now it's getting a little touch and go here, but our HP at least has come back. You know, while we're here... I don't know why I thought that was a dead end. While we're here, why don't we blow this up? Just because we might not be back. What do you think? There's a small chance that there's like a non-dead end out of one of these doors that could really save us some time. Let's not open that. This might actually be the way to the boss fight. So this might save us here with a little bit of good old-fashioned ingenuity. Got a death card, which effectively did nothing. It's a cursed room. Again, not much reason to go here right now, but not much reason not to either. I think we have to now officially, after, you know, declaring it dead multiple times, say that it actually is officially dead. Our boss rush dream is gone. And that's absolutely 100% totally fine. That curse room still turned out amazing for us. 2 speed upgrades, a balls of steel, and a health upgrade. And even though I've declared it dead, I'm still looking at the clock like, well, no, we can make it, man! I'm that asshole in the movie who's always like, you know, they're not gonna make it. They gonna make no! They've only been dead for 25 minutes. We can bring them back! I guess I have a problem accepting Isaac reality. That's okay, though. Still, very good run, very comfortable run, which is something that we weren't fully sure that we were going to have after Judas' Shadow. I mean, that's the wild card, right? You sacrifice HP and ergo comfort for damage. Oh, that was very stupid. But that's worked out for us thus far. Still would love to pick up a little bit of defense. Like a relic pickup or a miter pickup, but we should be fine. Let's fight boss 1. Regular size Gish, which will give us a miniature Gish with a nice slowing ability. I've been walking into enemies a lot, so I don't mind picking up the slowing ability. Maybe it'll make it so I don't crash in and take so much dumb contact damage. Alright, mathematically we are out of boss rush, which means I can just take a brief second to be like, you know what, we're fine. You know, the trouble is over here. We can explore, find our shop, find our item room, you know, scratch our ass if we want to. It doesn't really matter. We can take as long as we please, which is still not that long. I still tend to be kind of a fast player, just my personal playing style. Also, my personal playing style is basically if you get a card that you're not intending on using later, might as well just use it now to get it out of the rotation. Not out of the rotation doesn't make sense, but off the map so you don't get confused is maybe a better way to describe it. So we get a regular map. We'll take this pill. Pills have been mostly good for us, and that was one that continued the trend. And let's donate a little bit of money. I was unkind to our donation machine here, but it was very kind to us and allowed us to pick up some items that otherwise we would have been unable to get. What am I hoping for from our boss room here? Well, obviously Mom Polaroid, and then from our deal with the devil, which we're guaranteed to get, I would love to see... What do you think? Item room is in one of those, like, 2 locations here. It's in this one. I would love to see... Rodden Baby? Like, obviously, sure, let's just become a guppy, but Rodden Baby at least allows us to capitalize on Hive Mind quickly. It's a relatively, you know, conservative ask. I actually think that the body is probably not good for us in this situation. Well, got Ghost Baby, so we're not going to get that on our deal with the devil. But we have, you know what? The body, I think, actually might be better for us here. And my reasoning for this is that we're going to get deals with the devil anyway, so we don't need the Spirit Hearts or the Black Hearts to protect us. What's more likely to drop? Spirit Hearts or Red Hearts? You know, you can look at the map and make a pretty logical assumption there. Obviously, it's a little biased because when there's Spirit Hearts, I pick them up. But Red Hearts are typically a lot easier to come by, so I think it's better to have more Red Hearts if you're not concerned about your, you know, deal with the devil shenanigans. That's my personal taste right now. Take, I guess I should say. And we're probably going to give away some of this HP on the deal with the devil anyway, so we'll see how it works out. It might not be the right decision, but even if it's the wrong decision, I don't think we're going to be punished for it. Alright. So, with what we have right now, we're doing an awful lot of damage. Hopefully we can avoid taking an awful lot of damage, because You know, we do enter double damage territory starting very soon. Death's Touch for 2, yeah. It's a no-brainer pickup. Our damage is already great. This will make it even better, and the hitbox on that is enormous. Still hoping for like a Rotten Baby pickup. Nothing wrong with hope there, I think. I mean, we would probably be fine there. But in a way, I'm almost like, you know, our Bob's Brain pickup was super useful for us for a little while. Now it's actually like the biggest detriment that we have on this run. But that doesn't necessarily make it bad, just something that we have to deal with. One of the ways to deal with it is just by, could be this way. One of the ways to deal with it is just by doing as few rooms as possible. So I'm gonna give that strategy a try. I doubt that this is our boss room, but it is a possibility. And we have our second secret room anyway, so might as well give it a chance here. Alright, not that interested. I would like to replace our trinket, but at this point, it's not essential enough to warrant the investment. I didn't think... Basically, I thought I had time to sneak out at the end there, but that's okay. Take our range upgrade. Take a quick look for tinted rocks. I don't see any. And as always, that doesn't mean they're not there, but I don't see any right now. And this is where, like, the body pickup is either going to prove itself worthy or kind of start to diminish. Because my hope was that, you know, once we got down into this red heart territory, we'd be able to replenish our HP easily. And, you know, we're about to find out, let's put it that way. We got very lucky to not get hit by Bob's Brain there. We put ourselves in that situation. I'm guessing we have a Mr. Fred fight here, and that's what's going on with the double boss room up here. Yeah, that's all right. We managed to hit pin before it even existed, which is always a little bit nice. And again, a guaranteed deal with the devil. Probably our last guaranteed deal. Well, definitely our last guaranteed deal with the devil, short of getting a very lucky Joker card. So I'm kind of hoping to be able to pull out all the stops here. This might be one of the few situations in which I actually, you know, agree with Nick's philosophy that 9 lives is not the right pickup. It's not necessarily the wrong pickup, but I don't think it's the right pickup. And we'll save Super Bandage just in case we do get 9 lives, which is still possible, and is now impossible. So, you know, I feel bad complaining because we got Death's Touch, but not the best series of deals with the devil we've ever had, but we got enough stuff to make us feel really good about it regardless, so... Probably we're looking at bottom. Like, we go bottom fully, then left. And this is now looking like a very, very one run. As long as we don't completely fuck it up on the Womb Cathedral, we get the items on the chest. What am I looking for? Spiders, man. Any spider items. I'll even take Spider Baby at this point. Give me, you know, Mom's Wig. Give me... other spider items, you know, give me box of spiders. I'd probably get rid of Book of Belial for that, to be honest with you. Give me, well, I mean, obviously Infestation 2 is the granddaddy of them all. But that's a little bit of a tall ask. You always feel bad asking for an item like that. It's like asking for, like, a car when you turn 16 or something like that. You're like, yeah, okay, it's not even the traditional gift, it's the traditional, like, over-the-top gift. But you're like, I'm turning 16, maybe I'll ask for it. I didn't ask for a car when I turned 16. You know, I have a driver's license. We have graduated licensing, so that means I've passed, like, I guess it was 2 tests. Or, well, a written test and 2 driving tests at various points in my life. But I don't really like driving that much. Like, I'm lucky enough to live in a city where, I don't have to drive. And I never really liked it even when I was younger. I was never, like, terrified of driving, but I was always like, man, Mom would be like, do you want to drive to school? I'll be like, no, just take the bus. Like, that's fine by me. It doesn't really bother me. It's nice to be able to, you know, just fuck off. When you're driving, you got a lot of responsibility. If you're driving and you're fucking off, you're doing something terribly wrong. You're going to get someone hurt, potentially. You know, you should be taking that responsibility very seriously. I get furious when if I'm in a car with my friends and they're like at a stoplight and they text, I'm like, what are you fucking, you're gonna get us like rear-ended because you're gonna, oh, don't worry, honey, I'm getting the milk. Yo, that shit can wait till you get home, man. Is the cell phone working for you or are you working for the cell phone, you know? Hey, you're driving like a hunk of steel here. That's really good. Like 2 tons of steel. Well, maybe not 2 tons, but you know, like a ton of steel traveling at a staggering pace. But we have this weird. How many times have I gone on like a car safety rant? in an Isaac episode, but it bothers me, man, because we have this culture somewhat in North America, at least. I don't know if in the rest of the world. Not that I think it doesn't exist in the rest of the world, I can't speak for it. Whereas, like, hey, you know, you should really put your seatbelt on. Like, 10% of people are like, okay, Dad, I'll put my seatbelt on. Yeah, okay, whatever. It kind of hurts my shoulder. Or like, hey, you know, like, can you not text while drive? I'm an excellent driver. I was just at the stoplight. You know, it's not a problem if I text and drive. If I'm just at the stoplight, it's not a problem. Like, we have this thing where it's like, you know, cars are so normal. And I'm not like anti-car or anything like that. I just, you know, I don't drive. It's not for like philosophical reasons. It's just for convenience here. But people take like this attitude of like, you know, I don't need to drive safe because I'm a safe driver. It's like, you know, please don't get me killed for like a shitty reason. That's the worst, man. Being in a car and being like, you know, for 5 hours on a road trip being like, well, we have like a 10% chance we'll die on the highway here because your driving is so bad. Please pay out here. This is getting ridiculous. At least in most plane crashes, you know, the cabin maybe depressurizes and then you know, lose cabin pressure, you pass out, and then you just die. I mean, that's still terrifying. But in a car crash, there's also that lead up to it, which is like, oh, come on. Sometimes it happens instantly, I guess. Yeah, you know what? I'll go for this. I trust that he'll pay out. And he did. Maybe not with what I wanted, but that's okay. And we actually can get to a half-heart interval as well. I thought that maybe that might happen. We have 39 bombs. This is, again, don't take this as me saying don't drive. Not at all, you know? Rather, I understand that people have to drive, and I don't begrudge them at all for this. This is not don't be intellectually dishonest and transmute this argument into me being anti-car. Like, everybody should take the bus, even if it takes 4 hours to get from your, you know, place of residence to your place of work. Or, you know, if there's no buses where you live, just move. You know, I understand that that's not it's not a valid argument. Just drive safe, man. You don't need to text and drive. What's the problem? Your wife's gonna be mad at you? Girlfriend's gonna be mad at you? You just say, you know, hey, I was driving and I didn't want to die. And if they go, well, you know, that's not a valid excuse, you say, excuse me, I didn't want to die. Like, you know, that's a trump card in every single argument is, I was doing this to be safe. Or if you're just bored, like that's why you're texting and driving, just fuck off, man. Get in touch with your own thoughts, man. Have some introspection. Go think about something. Think about what you want to do, you know, with your life, what kind of person you want to be. Think about stuff like that. Think about what your favorite food is. Really ask yourself the question instead of just giving, you know, the obvious answer that you give every time. Since I've been 10 years old, I've been saying chicken fingers. Nah, dog, take a second to reevaluate that with the benefit of adult hindsight, you know? Is it really chicken fingers? Maybe you're more of a prime rib kind of guy now. That doesn't make you 100 years old. Get to know yourself, man. Don't just reach for the cell phone. Oh, look, Northern Lion posted a new video. I can turn my new brain off for a second. Hey, wait, what am I talking about? No, after you watch the video, then get in touch with yourself, man. I'm not trying to say this with an air of superiority. I just don't want to get killed by someone who's texting and driving, alright? You think you're better than me, Northern Lion, because you don't text and drive? No, I just don't want you to murder me with your car, please. And not just, man, I don't want you to murder anybody, including yourself. Just don't text and drive. And definitely don't drink and drive. But don't text and drive. That's like the most preventable. Come on, man. If you tweet and... How many people do you think have died tweeting and driving? That's gotta... If there's an afterlife, you gotta be made fun of a little bit, right? Why'd you die? Oh, I was... Even the people who died texting and driving are gonna be like, I died telling my wife I loved her at an intersection. What were you? You were tweeting Kendall Jenner to say, hey, liked your outfit today. Way to go. Yeah, good. Do you feel like you've given your life for a good cause? When even the people who died in those ridiculously preventable circumstances are laughing at you, then you know, you got to get banished to, like, you know, maybe the second kind of best heaven. You know, they got like a special one over here. It's like, yeah, you were a good person, but you died doing something that, like, you shouldn't be here yet. You should have to, like, wait in, like, not purgatory, but like heaven's waiting room until you would have otherwise died had you not died texting or tweeting while driving. Everybody makes mistakes, man, but like, just don't do that. There's people watching this. I want, like, and it's not like I have an enormous reach or anything like that, but you know, there's like 30,000 people watching this. If you're watching this, if even one person's watching this, next time they get in their car, they're like, I'm not gonna text and drive, then I feel like the last 20 minutes of my rant has been justified. It just burns me up, man. Did I not even use Book of Belial against Isaac? Am I so much on autopilot because our run is so good? It's possible. This is like our boss fight almost assuredly up here, so, you know, we've held this Chaos card since floor fucking 1. We're going to use this Chaos card. Oh, that's a perfect opportunity. We're going to use this Chaos card on the boss. Wouldn't it be great if we just used it here instead? We're like, oh, finally, the room we've been waiting for. Gluttony and Sloth. It's my favorite Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson movie. Well, you know, I think it's fair to say that perhaps I didn't have fully the best and most strongest play on this run, but we made it work easily regardless, so thanks for watching. That's going to be win 44, which is crazy to me. If you enjoyed the episode, don't text and drive, and I appreciate all your support on the episodes, and of course I'll be back with another one here as Isaac. Thanks for watching. See you soon.